different level. You won't see nobody like me for like 12 other years. You see what they do all the time. I'm different level. You crazy? You can't even coach my type of style. They style is regular. I gave him crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. And then look, and the dudes you kept getting all this love to, crazy work. Crazy work. Don't ever try me. Ever.
Let me go.
This sounds so easy. It's like some man. He's tripping.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Check his drink. He's tripping.
Why are you up?
Because I got some important shit going on here. What do you think?
Boom, the world class.
All the successful people I know and work with around the world are good readers. They just read. They are so curious that they are driven to read because they just have to know. It is one of the things they all have in common. Here's a good phrase: all leaders are readers.
It's the fact that if a man is doing the work and she leaves, she ain't shit. I think that's a fact.
Okay, see, that's my whole point.
Yeah.
I'll say from my experience, this is probably a belief. Women leave when you ain't giving them the action that they want. Women believe in action. So if you're not providing that action they want, they're gonna find somebody that's gonna give it to them. Does that make them wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Because it's them. They're always wrong.
Damn, Noble, that's your answer. You see, there it is, Robert. A different answer.
My nigga.
Because it's them. That's no.
Think about this way.
Hey, you know the funny part? The funny part is World Class gave that answer, but a woman would say the same thing. I'm not saying that he's saying what a woman would say, but I'm saying if the question was posed to them, the woman would say, well, he's wrong because he's a man. You know what I mean? They would say the same thing. Right. So I don't disagree with World Class. A lot of the times they are wrong just because you're a woman, you don't get it, you're wrong.
When you fish and you ask 2-3 questions, all it takes is 2-3 questions, and you found out they don't know what the fuck they talking about. And
in my last relationship, Slim, if I would have listened to her, I'd have never dated her.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Because it was a thought. No, seriously. It was a thought. It was a thought, and I blurted it out. I did not mean it that way.
I'm fine.
Okay, but just understand I didn't mean it the way it came out.
We'll take a poll on how you meant it with people here later after the show's over, but...
If I would have actually paid attention to I'm dead serious. I'm being completely 100% honest with y'all. If I would have paid attention to the words that came out of that girl's mouth,
that's real though.
I would have never dated her. But I saw beautiful brown skin, natural hair, fat bubble booty, thick thighs. She ran.
That's the problem.
I was mesmerized. I was like, man, this is everything I've been looking for right here. And whole time she was telling me, I'm not the woman for you. I'm not the woman for you. She was screaming it from the mountaintops. I'm not the woman for you. And even when we had our first little issue, Slim, she dipped. She was like, I don't want to do this no more. She dipped. I let her come back. So when she finally left because of her happiness, I wasn't even mad. I was like, you know what? The whole time, it should have never happened. It should have never happened. I didn't vet her properly, and when she showed me who she was, I didn't believe I didn't believe her.
So what do you expect of her? Trey, I want to ask you real quick.
Go ahead, Robert.
What'd you expect of her?
You know, I've said this before, man. Men are in love and women are in business. I truly think that there's like a romantic part of me that just thought, man, you know, I was 32 when I met her, you know, and I was just like, man, you know, I'm ready to settle down. I want to be with one woman. You know what I mean? Like the thought process in my head was, this is the one, you know, this is the girl, you know, because it's not like we didn't have good times. We laughed, we joked, we traveled, you know, we had a good time. But if I would have just listened to her, we were having these conversations and I wasn't so blinded by her physical appearance, bruh, like even when I think back to the conversation, man, this girl she was telling me the whole time, like, no, don't be with me. I'm bad for you, and I'm going to choose. Ultimately, what she was saying is, I'm selfish. I'm going to choose my happiness over everything. Every single time that I get the opportunity, I'm going to choose my happiness over everything. She reiterated it over and over and over. And so, you know, but I wanted her to be selfless. I wanted her to be.
You was trying to change her. You was trying to change her.
Exactly. You know.
How do you express it though? And how did you express it though?
How did I express what I wanted from her?
Like I want you to be my nurse and my nurturer and all these things.
He's trying to stroke it into her. That's what he tried to do. Yes, he tried to stroke it into it. It ain't work.
Honestly,
it don't work when you stroke. You gotta choke them. Choke them, spit it in their mouth while you stroke. You know, time is up. That usually gets the right response.
Honestly, my thought process was I'll just lead by example. And she, you know what I mean? I'll lead by example, and I want to. I mean, this is 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean? So I am not even close to being who I was then. The person I am, the person I am now, I would never do any of that. I wouldn't do none of the shit I would never even approach a relationship the way I approached that one ever again. But my thought process was, I'll show her, what I want from her by treating her the way, like that's always been my mentality. I treat people the way they treat me. But it was, and I was saying this in the chat to Beautifully Animated. The shit was never built on the right foundation from the beginning.
I want to say too, like one of the misconceptions that women can multitask. They cannot. A lot of it, which we think or associates to their happiness, is the fact that they be trying to live 2 different lives, 4 or 5 different lives, and women cannot multitask. I don't know why people think they can, but they really are trash at it. Multitask is just that you're effective, and you're not.
They try to make you believe they can, though.
World class, hear me out. World class, hear me out. Why is that when you a good dude, you do all the work, they leave you? But the moment you find somebody outside their race that decides to treat you way better than her, she has to come back and do all kind of nothing to destroy that particular relationship that you did do with that person.
Because I can answer that, because her friends are going to talk shit about her. She's going to say, you're the reason that he went with a white girl or whatever, an Asian girl. That's why. You looking at the logic. The true empathy is seeing from her perspective. You don't got to sit in that salon while she getting her hair done and hear all that shit. Like, that's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing I'm trying to understand, because they say looking for a good dude, they find one to do them dirty. But the moment someone see what you did to that particular dude, try to pick that dude and say, you know what? I'm going to replace the woman who did and do better. All of a sudden, you want to go, no, you can't have it. You can't. But you say she's a good dude, so what's the problem now? Why does someone want to sabotage the relationship?
The problem is that she know is what Trey was saying. The problem is that she know you ain't shit because you fucking with her.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, we might well end the show on that one there, fellas.
Yeah, Mike drop. Hey, fellas, it was good seeing y'all, man.
Only world class can do that. Only world class.
I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
All right. I'm sorry, I got lost in a train of thought of just all that goodness I just heard. Washed.
Like we weren't supposed to come up with something this clean. Like something happened.
We didn't do this because we like you. We did this because we are you.
Boom, the world class.